So today we got something very spicy. There's a lot of uncertainty going around in the crypto market still, despite rallying off our 30K lows. People are still unsure. And I think that this is the one chart that you need to see to break that uncertainty. So let's get into it, guys. As we start here, please smash that like button. You guys know I am a YouTuber. And if I don't get enough likes during our live stream, they send ninjas to come assassinate me. I don't want to die. So smash that like button, share the stream with everybody, and let's get some hype going. Total crypto market cap. This is a chart. This is not actually a traded chart directly. This is a calculated chart. What it does is it takes all of the cryptocurrencies, that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin, SHIBA, Doge, whatever it is, combines it together and puts it on one chart. I think this chart can be viewed as the overall health of the crypto market. When total market cap is bullish, the market is bullish. When total crypto market cap is bearish, the market is bearish. I may go out of line here and even say this chart may be more important than the Bitcoin chart itself. I know that's wild to hear out of my mouth, but there it is. So zooming out, we see that we don't have that much history. We only have back to 2014. During that time, we've seen a bear market turn into a bull market, back to a bear market, now back to a bull market again. What's interesting here and catches my eye is this ascending trend line, this channel. Can't even see it because it's behind me. Didn't think of that when I started. We'll put it on 2 days. There we go. Now you can see it. What we can see basically is, at least in this point in history, and we don't have enough sample size to say this will always hold true, but for now, it fits. We have a channel that seems to describe the bullish price action. We have a linear path in this channel of bullish growth. When we leave this channel, as we did in 2017, we see that parabolic growth. We fell into a bear market. My hands off the screen. Fell into a bear market, and we could see that the timing and this channel interacting with that bear market extremely on point. We fell from 6K to 3, the bottom of this channel, and basically went back to that linear growth in 2019, rallying up to 388 billion. It was about 14K in Bitcoin before falling down in the COVID crash. And so I think the first thing we want to say about this is the middle line seems to be maybe the median, the linear growth. When we leave this channel, like we did in 2017, we see parabolic growth. That might suggest that we have not seen the parabolic growth of this cycle, that it may still be to come. It's hard to imagine after trading from, 3K to 65K in just about a year, that's just the linear growth. I know it's surprising. But this chart has more than just this channel for us. The channel is very interesting. I'm very interested to see what happens when we break out of it. Do we see a repeat? Is that the parabolic growth? Do we, in our next bear cycle, fall below this line? We'll find out. But that channel is definitely too precise for coincidence. That's right. It can be created in many ways, actually. The easiest would be simply taking the 19th of June or the 22nd of June 2019's high, connecting it to our local high here in 2021 or the all-time high, and extending that left and right. And we can see that it really does fit. Even the middle of this channel seems to be interacting with price. And if we zoom in, we see that right now, today, we are in limbo. We are right at the middle of this channel. A move to the upside to touch the top of this channel, if it were to happen today, would put the crypto market cap at 3.7 trillion. That's a wild number. It's definitely not out of the realm of possibility. But let's get a little closer here. Let's take a different look, and we'll see why this is the biggest, most important, craziest chart that everyone has to see that's in crypto. This is the daily chart again, but we've gotten rid of that channel, and we're just looking at our price action locally. What we saw is obviously the peak in April, the fall in May, and now we have retested that high in September with a higher low, and now we're right back to the top. Basically, if you're tuning in for the first time, if you're not familiar with this channel, this is a pattern that we look for day and night. All the time, every chart. To see this on total is going to translate out to Bitcoin. It's going to translate out to anything in the crypto space. And what we have is a flat top. A flat top. We have our high, we have a retest of our high, and now, today again, we are right back at that high within a margin of error, within maybe 1%. The pattern that we're looking for can be described here with this green box. We have basically a flat top that's multiple tests to the same resistance. They're not exactly the same market cap down to the penny, but they are very close, and that is how we identify this pattern, is multiple touches. There's one important factor to this as well that we also have that's very encouraging. We have a low in July, and we have a higher low here in September, and we've retested this high. This pattern in crypto, in my opinion, is one of the most reliable patterns there is. Maybe head and shoulders, close tie, but this one, above all else, seems to be the most consistent. What I think is most interesting about this is Bitcoin we're not seeing this. We don't have 65K. We don't have within a margin of error, say 60K, 63K. We're hovering around 55. That's significantly lower than the all-time high, or at least it's outside the boundaries of that margin of error. On total, we don't. We're smashing up against 2.4 trillion for the third time. Each time a resistance is tested, it is weakened. And each time we see a low that is bought up higher and higher, we're seeing bullish demand for that asset. There is no way to deny this is what's going on in total right now. What we're hoping to see here is this continuation. So either a break up above our all-time high, 2.4 trillion, or we could see more consolidation with higher lows. That could play out maybe back down to 2.15 trillion and then test it again. But this could actually play out even differently. We could return to this trend line drawn here and move back up, and that would still be a higher low. Really, as long as July's low isn't broken, which is now looking extremely unlikely on the third test to this all-time high, we're in this pattern. This pattern suggests that we are going to see the all-time high break, and that we are going to see a new all-time high. What is happening? What is this going on here? This actually looks kind of cool. So we could see a higher low, honestly, in any of this area, but what this chart looks like to me is it may come back and find support at 2.15 trillion before moving higher to a new all-time high. Where would we look? These numbers start to get very big